All right, so what I'm going to show you now is how to use Facebook in order to drive traffic directly to your landing page in order to generate more leads and more sales. Okay, so this is the landing page that we're going to be using for marketing. As you see, it's ready to go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and log into your Facebook Business Manager. If you have not created one of these accounts, make sure you check out my other video on how to create a Facebook business profile. So go ahead and log into your business manager, and then once you're in there, you're going to go up here to the top where it says ads manager, and then this is where all your ads is going to be. In order to set up a new ad, you're simply going to go over here to the top right hand corner and you're going to click on create ad. And once you get here, you're going to decide on which one of these types of ads you're going to run. For this one, we're going to go ahead and click on traffic, and then we're going to go ahead and name this. And next we're going to name the ad set. Now the ad set is basically the portion on where you're going to set your budget at and how you're going to target your audience. Now I'm going to go ahead and start building an audience to target. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to go up here to the top and I'm going to pick out which state that I want to actually target. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and say I want to target Florida. And then I'm going to go ahead and set the age range that I want to target as well. I'm going to set this to 24 to 55. Then I'm going to set the languages. Now next I'm going to start adding in some interests that I think that people are interested in order to target them better. I'll pick cable television, I'll pick satellite, and then I'm also going to target some direct TV users. Now as you see here on the right hand side, you have a potential reach section. You want this to stay in the middle of Pacific and Broad, so try to keep that needle right in the middle. Next, I'm going to decide on what type of connection that I want the customer to have, whether this is my Facebook page, do I want them to be recent viewers of my page or not. I'm just going to leave this blank for right now. And if you want to save this audience to use it in the future, you can always hit Save Audience. Now next I'm going to decide the placements. Where do I want this ad to actually be placed at? So I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit Placements. And then I'm going to remove the audience network. And I'm also going to remove the messenger as well. And until I get some better data on this ad, I'm going to go ahead and leave Instagram enabled. But in the future, I'll probably do a separate campaign strictly for Instagram and a separate one strictly for Facebook. But for right now, until I get some data to kind of tell me exactly what these clicks are going to cost, I'm going to go ahead and leave Instagram on there. Now next I'm going to see what type of device that I want to target, whether it's mobile devices, if it's desktop, if it's Android, if it's iPhone. For this I'm going to just leave it on all devices right now. And then I'm going to move on over and set my daily budget. It's a good point to start at about 20 bucks a day, but if you have a low budget, it's totally fine to start with $5 a day to go ahead and try to get some better data to see exactly what this is going to cost you to get better results. So as you see here, if I put a $5 a day budget, it's going to tell me my potential reach, and it's also going to tell me the amount of link clicks that I should expect to get for that budget. If I increase this to 25, you'll see the link clicks that went up a little bit. So we'll go ahead and we'll set this at $5 a day. And then we're going to decide on the delivery type. So I'm going to leave this for link clicks. And then you have here whether you want to be charged for impressions or if you want to be charged per link click. Now, what I like to do is when I first get this started, I usually leave it on impressions. So that way it gives me an idea of what these clicks are going to cost. And then once I got an idea of that, I'll go ahead and change this and set my custom cap. So that way it won't pay more than what I'm willing to pay per click. Once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and click on continue. And then that's going to bring me to the actual ad that I need to build. So I'll go ahead and name that up here. And then I'll decide what type of ad that I want to run. And for this, I'm going to go ahead and click on a single image ad. Go ahead, scroll down. And now I'm going to go ahead and select the image that I want to use for this actual ad. Now, the good thing about Facebook is you can use their stock images. You just click on free stock image. I'll put in TV here, and then all these great images that I can use for my advertisement. Click on one, add it to the actual ad. Look like it took. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. And as you see, my ad is starting to be built here on the right hand side. The next thing, I'll go ahead and put in the website address here. And this would actually be the link to my actual funnel that I'm sending them to. I would put that here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in some text for the ad. Put my headline in. Now, one thing that you want to remember when you're doing any type of social media advertising, you never can put the provider's logos or their name inside of the advertisement. As you see here, this ad is completely generic. It does not mention anybody's name. It does have some of the features of the different packages that they have, but we do not mention any names here, so that way we can stay in compliance with all of the different providers. So here I can change my button whether I want to put contact us or learn more. I'll do contact us. I'll put my news feed description here. Facebook pixel setup. Then we'll go ahead and turn on the Facebook pixel here. Once I'm done, I'll click on confirm, and then that will be set to get approved, and then those ads will immediately start running. Now what's going to happen is that traffic is going to be directed here into my splash page. Once a customer go ahead and enter their email address, they'll be brought to step 2, and then that will be the application page. Once they fill this out, all of this contact information will be sent directly to my email box. I will then call that customer back and find out what's the best provider for their area, and then get them scheduled for their installation and move on to the next customer. If you have not done so, go ahead and join our. If you have not done so, go ahead and take our. If you have not done so, go ahead and take my complete. If you have not done so, I do suggest that you take my complete course where I'm going to go over some more in-depth. Where I'm going to go over more in-depth training. Where I'm going to go step by step exactly how to do this in detail. There is a lot more that goes into this. I just wanted to give you a good idea of how to set up a basic advertising campaign on Facebook to start generating some traffic. I will be showing you how to do retargeting as well as how to target different audiences as well in order to get lower cost per click. And then I'm also going to show you how to install your Facebook pixel and your conversion tracking pixel as well, so that way you can measure your results.